From the headquarters of People's Daily in Beijing, this is People's Daily Talk. Joining me for today's discussion is Professor Martin Liu, Associate Dean and Professor of Marketing and Innovation at the University of Nottingham Business School, China, who is also the Dean of Zhejiang Branding Academy. Professor Liu, welcome to PD Talk.
Happy to be here.
Well, the second Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation is approaching. So with your background in marketing and innovation, first of all, would you like to share your idea and understanding of the Belt and Road Initiative?
Well, Lily, Belt and Road Initiative is one of the most important national strategic initiatives for China.
Right.
It was initiated in 2013. 6 years down the road, we can see some progress. We can see that this strategy actually brings some benefit, not only to China, companies in China, and to the neighboring country and countries on Belt and Roads. It brings benefit to the economy, to the cultural exchange, to people, and it brings a very pride sensation to the people of China.
Right.
So if we're specifically looking into the benefits, especially to the countries on Belt and Roads, we can see that this is one of the largest economic and investment projects in the world. Not only that, we can see from the statistic that the countries on the Belt and Road actually benefited from the investment and the development of infrastructure, namely in building highways, high-speed railroads, hydro planets, and other cultural developments. Within China, we can see that companies are actually leveraging on the national strategy and actually expanding their reach globally, all the way from Asia to Europe. So this is a good strategy that brings benefits, unity, and opening up market and prospering the world economy.
Right, so as you mentioned, both China and the rest of the world has benefited a lot from this initiative. And I know you're based in Zhejiang province right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Zhejiang is famous for its booming private companies, and especially in the foreign trade business and also the manufacturing industry. So how do you think it is helpful for them, especially?
Well, one of the challenges for Chinese economy is about building our strong brands and
Right.
promoting ourselves in the world. I mean, the challenge we have from the past was that Chinese-made product was being perceived to being cheap and low quality. With this Belt and Road Initiative, it gave a lot of companies working within China to have an opportunity to develop standards and quality assurance strategy with the country they're doing business with. So for example, from where we come from in Zhejiang province, many companies working alongside with the government, developing certain quality assurance processes with countries like Czech Republic, Indonesia, countries on the Belt and Road, to have some kind of certification process, meaning that company who pass the quality assurance processes within China itself, and then will get the certificate from the country on Belt and Roads. Therefore, it will be easier for them to connect with the standards from other countries, and namely easier for them to export the product. I mean, if we look back from Belt and Road Initiative, actually this is one of the opportunity for us to connect to international market in a much deeper way. So how do we brand ourselves? And how do we make people perceive us being a country that generates high quality of product? That's the challenge, not the challenge of the manufacturing process itself.
Right.
So it's rather a marketing problem rather than a manufacturing problem.
Yes, so generally speaking, it's about the marketing and the branding. So for those manufacturers themselves, like how do you see the challenges and opportunities for them?
This Belt and Road Initiative, if we look at it, it's about investment. It's about infrastructure. It's about connecting the market, connecting the people. It's about offering opportunities. So it's not just leveraging on support, but leveraging on the opportunity that the country can offer to different level of governments, companies, and economy, and local markets.
Right, that's the good side. So like how can you see the challenges they're facing?
Well, the challenges that the companies or the players in this Belt and Road Initiative are going to be facing are the differences among different countries. Because don't forget, from 2013 to now, we have about 68 countries participating in this Belt and Road Initiative. And countries from different regions might have a different culture, different political standards, different religions, a different way of doing things. And if we're naively to say using one standard and one approach to connect them all, that will be wrong. So that will be the challenges, trying to understand the uniqueness of local economy and how do we connect them to us and how do we connect them to our product, to our services. That will be the challenge. This is a national branding issue. And of course, in academia, we talk about country of origin effect, right? It could be a stereotype, and how do we change that stereotype remains to be something everybody need to work on.
Right. And there's certainly a long way to go to rebrand the Chinese-made products. Well, you are an expert in branding, so do you have some specific suggestions for those companies? How can they promote their products to other countries who were assisted by the Belt and Road Initiative?
Okay, I guess the first thing, if there's anything for companies in China to learn, is to start changing the mentality, because we're in an era of consumerism. It's all about branding, because we know a strong brand adds value to the product. In general, we talk about market orientation. It's about putting customer at the center of everything we do. This is something easy to say, but very difficult to do.
Right.
Because when you're running a factory, you have thousands of other things to worry about. Many times, customer comes the last, right? So changing the mindset is the first thing the company can do. The second thing the company can do is changing the production method. Be focusing on quality. And this is, again, something easy to say than done. How do we utilizing the technology standards that we have or the capability that we have currently in China to improve our production method, to improve the quality? If we're talking about Belt and Road country, how do we connect the standard to those countries? Sometimes even be higher standard than what those countries are having. So building our brand image there. Because at the end of the day, what we like to do is that everybody think about the product coming out of China will be of good quality, but at reasonable price. And that could be the value proposition we can bring to the world. The second Belt and Road Forum is on the way. It's going to happening very soon. I think that, from my observation, I think the second forum is going to be centered around building trust. It's about consultation. It's about collaboration. I think this is something very close to our Chinese culture, because Chinese culture is trying to promote collaboration, harmony, and consultation. So I think this is a very good thing that we're doing, because I know there are some concerns about the Belt and Road Initiative from other perspective, but I think that it's nothing wrong for a nation to take care of their own interests, but the way we're doing it is very good.
Right, that's a good way to put it, to connect the Chinese value to this initiative.
Yeah.
Right, thank you so much. It's so nice to have you today.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks.